You guys know what time it is. It's time for Comic of the Week. I am going to be heading to my local comic book shop and I'm going to be picking up a comic. But today is going to be different, a little bit different at least. I've been thinking about it for a while, and I think it's time to set up the pull list. I'm not quite sure what comics I want to set aside. I'm thinking of keeping it like not that many comics, because I want a budget. But I do have a couple comics in mind that I would love to have put aside for me. One is Moonstar. I had read it last night, and I thought it was interesting. I thought it was a great story. Obviously, there's a lot of backstory that I probably do not know about, so I'm missing out on a bit of context there. But overall, I feel like it's something fresh for me because one, I don't know anything about this character. I don't know if they're like a brand new character or if it's a character that Marvel has just not used all that often. But so far from the first issue, I have been liking already. Another one would have to be Bleeding Hearts. I read the first two issues, and I definitely need to get the next issue for sure. It's a lot of the first two issues did like a lot of world building and character depth, and even giving some backstory on people who are alive. It was cute. Also, I guess spoiler warning for the comic. I thought it was cute, like Rabbit's interaction with Poke. I thought that was that she found out that he was a nice zombie. I thought that was cute. Those are two that for sure I want to have pulled aside for me whenever they do come out. I know the new Superman and the new Superman Spider-Man collab comic is coming out. I think it's next week. I think it's next week, and I definitely would like to pick that up. Other than that, I'm not too sure what else I would want to get, because all the stories I'm reading right now are either they have finished or they are like ongoing, but they're like several issues deep already. There might be a couple that I could pick up. There might be a couple like Wade Wilson Deadpool. I think it's on its second issue, which is fine because I can always just pick up the first one. So it's also a very recent start. I saw that they have Lobo that's starting. That I can pick up as well. I know they have Sentry and they have Deathstroke as fresh new comics that are coming out as well. I personally would like to get into stuff that is just starting, but I think I'd rather just stick with characters that I like. Sentry for me is still very new, especially since my first introduction to him was through the MCU. Well, not necessarily MCU. I play Marvel Snap, so I knew Sentry, but I didn't know who he was. But I guess my real first introduction to Sentry was the MCU. I'm not sure if I want to pick it up. Maybe we'll see. But and I'm not sure if I want to for Deathstroke. I think for Deathstroke, I think it's just purely just gonna be based around him. Like there's nothing else. I think for Lobo is an interesting character. I've always thought that, and I would like to get to know his character a little bit better. So maybe I might pick it up. I heard the Deathstroke one is gonna be very John Wick-esque, so maybe I'll pick it up, but we'll see. But I'm gonna be heading to my local comic book shop, and I'm gonna be setting up a pull list with them for the first time because I do not know what I'm doing. Because again, guys, I'm still fairly new to comics, so I'm pretty excited. I just gotta make sure I budget my pulls like properly, so I'm not spending like a bunch of money There's probably gonna be times that I don't go on New Comic Book Day, but maybe the week after, I probably go on the weekend, pick up my comics. I can't guarantee every week I'm gonna be going to pick it up. Maybe I will. Maybe I'll have a video out for it, but we'll see. Other than that, let's go get that comic of the week. Alright. I'm in my car. It's time to head over to the shop. See you guys when I get there. I'm here. Walking to the comic book shop right now. I'm gonna get the comic of the week and set up my pull list. And I'll see you guys once I'm back inside my car. I'm back in my car. I just got the comic, and I'm gonna be going home and setting up my pull list. They said just to email them a list of the comics that I am pulling, and so yeah, I'm gonna do that, and then I'll also let you guys know exactly what I'm gonna be pulling too. I'll see you guys when I get back home. Well, actually, hold on. Food stop first, because I'm hungry and I haven't eaten today, so let's get some food. We are here. It's time to get some food. Look at it. It's so beautiful. It's a lot later than I expected it to be. You probably can't really tell though from the lighting, because it's a lot different now. But usually I would record myself reading, or like showing, me reading the story. But I didn't get time to today. So I'll just go over my initial thoughts. But first, let me show you guys what the comic book of the week is. I got myself issue number 1 of Mark Spector's Moon Knight. I got myself the variant cover because I like the art a lot more. So I got this. Boom. Moon Knight. I thought this was, at least for me, a great reintroduction to the character. I am not all too familiar with Moon Knight's character, but it's a great reintroduction in the sense. Oh my gosh, it's a great reintroduction. It's a great reintroduction to the character after not having seen any bit of content on him other than the Disney Plus TV series. It does well to show Mark Spector in kind of like a new light, because my first initial introduction to him, he is Steven, and he's a lot more paranoid and whatnot, where in this one he seems to be drugged and he is unfamiliar with him being Moon Knight, and there are others around him trying to get that out of him and remind him of who he actually is, for whether or not it be for a good or bad reason. Overall, it's pretty interesting. Oh my gosh, it's interesting because there's probably some string of comics that I might need to go through and read before I get to this one, but even then, I think this is a great starting point, because it creates a lot of curiosity of where is he, why is Mark in the situation that he is in, why does he not remember being Moon Knight, and and all that. So if I was already fascinated with the character to begin with, this is already increasing my interest and curiosity of the character even more. Obviously I can just do a little bit of research and probably read other comics, but this is an ongoing right now that I saw. There are others, obviously, Fist of Khonshu, that I could be picking up, but it's already 12 issues deep, and I'll probably start collecting that at a later time while it's still on the shelves. But this is fresh. I wanted to pick it up, and I think it's a great story because there's a lot of characters here that I'm not too familiar with, and that maybe I will become familiar with. Obviously, like his boss, who the other people within like their office space that he delivers mail to, because in this he is the mail delivery boy. But I mean, overall, I'm pretty intrigued with the story. I definitely can't wait to get into it more. I'm sure later issues will explain a lot of the stuff that is happening, answer the questions that I have right now as to what is going on. And so, yeah, I definitely cannot wait to pick up the next issue of this, because I don't know if it's just issue number 1 that's out right now. I don't know if issue number 2 is out or if it will be coming out, but pretty happy with this again. So this is gonna be replacing last week's comic of the week, which is the Deadpool and Batman ish. No, I think this is a one shot. I could be wrong. I think this is like a one-time thing. So we're gonna be putting it away now, and we're gonna be putting Moon Knight onto the stand. If you see him in some other videos that could be possibly going out this week, so cool. Yeah, you get to see him displayed. That is comic of the week. I wanted to give an update for you guys. I don't know if I made it in my previous video. I probably have that question answered to me once I start like sifting through it and editing, because I have a lot of footage I gotta get through and some editing that needs to be happening. I have successfully set up my pull list with my local comic book shop. I went in, so while I was in there, I talked to the guy by the counter, and I asked him how I can set up a pull list with their shop. All I had to do is just send an email to them with my name and the comics that I want to have pulled aside for me. I'll be going through the pull list. I don't know what will be coming out when. I'm sure I probably just have to keep checking League of Comic Geeks to see what comics are coming out a specific week, but I guess I if I can remember them, and hopefully I do remember all of them. If there's any missing, I'll try and put it on the screen somewhere. But the comics that I have put on my pull list, I have put Lobo, issue number 1 that should be coming out soon. I don't know if it's out or if it's coming out. I think it's coming out this Wednesday on New Comic Book Day. So yeah, we have Lobo. I have All In Batman. I saw there weren't that many issues out right now for it. I think a new issue comes out in like the next month. So we'll see. I could be wrong. But we got All In Batman. Obviously I put it for Mark Spector Moon Knight, since again I think it's just one issue out right now, so I don't know when the next issue will come out. I finished reading Bleeding Hearts 1 and 2, so when that comes out, that's also on my pull list. I'm already liking it a lot. I can't wait to get to issue number 3 for that. I also had read Moonstar, which I thought was a great introduction to this character, one that I am not all that familiar with, and it seems like there is some past like incidents or events that have occurred before this this comic series had released. So there's probably some reading that I gotta be doing and catching up on, but I think it's a great, starting point for a character that I'm not too familiar with. It doesn't go too in depth on who she is, but it does give a lot of this. The first issue does go on about stuff that had happened in, I would assume, a previous comic arc. So far, I already like the writing. I like where the story's heading. It's interesting seeing the villain and how she's gonna have to deal with it, especially since she is now tied to the villain and their weapon of choice. I won't give too many spoilers because I guess I can't really talk about it too much in depth without giving spoilers. But Moonstar is now on my pull list, so I can't wait to start getting more of that. I put Wade Wilson's Deadpool. I think there's only I think it's like one issue out right now. I could be wrong. I might need to check again online, like I said, on League of Comic Geeks. But I will be picking up issue 1 soon, so I can get to it. I know All in Batman has like a couple issues out, so that's gonna be a lot of collecting before I even get to like the newer stuff. I had also put for the new Superman Spider-Man collab comic that's coming out. I don't know if it's this upcoming Wednesday, or if it's to be the next Wednesday, but I hope to have, like at least just like the A cover pulled aside for me, like the main cover. I saw a lot of the variants. It would have been nice, Some of those look pretty good. But for my LCS, they had put a post up already, and I had until like the 2nd of this month to reserve which variant cover I want. I'm sure other printings will come out soon, so I'm going to just pick those up. Or if they just so happen to have it within the shelves on New Comic Book Day, then I might as well just like pick it up then. I don't remember if there's any more that I put into my list, but yeah, I think the majority of this, I think that could be it. But yeah, I'm definitely excited to start, getting some of these comics. I think what might be coming out is Lobo, Wade Wilson, and I think there's like one more. I don't know if it's Batman or if it's something else. I think I might have put for something else. I can't remember what. And I'm probably gonna remind myself once I stop recording and check. Because I have some work to do as well. But yeah, I think I had stated in the other video that I will try and record on New Comic Book Day and release some stuff. I need to try and get these next few videos out. Like, it's gonna have to be like back to back because I'm running out of time to edit and do stuff. So yeah, there's that. But I'm gonna try and record on New Comic Book Day and get you guys that. New Comic Book Day obviously will just have to go towards like the collection vlogs, unless I decide otherwise, put it into like its new series. But yeah, again, thank you guys for watching. I really do enjoy making these comic of the weeks. It's something I also look forward to a lot because I'm like, sometimes I sift through a lot of my single issues, or I get through a lot of my paperbacks, and I want something new to read. And I usually try to avoid reading online because if I do, that makes me want to get whatever said comic I finished even more. And there's already a lot of comics for me that I want to get. Essentially, but I guess with that being said, I do enjoy making the series for you guys, and if you guys have been enjoying it, please let me know. Like the video, if you enjoy comics or this kind of content, please subscribe. That'd be awesome. Would love to grow this channel and share my comic book journey with you guys. I'm probably like not even a month in yet to my comic book collecting, and I'm already having the most fun. I'm meeting a lot of new people, talking with a lot of new people. I'm learning a lot about comic books. I by the day I feel, and it's awesome. I'm loving it. For any other suggestions that you guys have for content or comics or anything, please comment them down below, and I'm gonna talk to you guys later. Of course, Mark Spector, Moon Knight, comic book of the week.